Wildcats fans are celebrating wins tonight for both the men and women's basketball teams after they both beat their opponents in today's big games. The Arizona Wildcat men are on to the next round after crushing Long Beach State in their first game of March Madness. 13 News sports director Damian Alameda has highlights from Salt Lake City.
So the narrative for Arizona this season has been the Wildcats live or die by Caleb Love. In other words, when Caleb Love is on, Arizona is in pretty good shape. But when he's off, Arizona is also off, which is why today's game was so important. Sure, Caleb still scored 18 points, but he went 6 of 17 from the floor, including 3 of 12 from three-point range. And yet, Caleb also grabbed 11 rebounds, had 5 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block, proving maybe, just maybe, he's more than a shooter.
Caleb is that kind of guy. He's not just a scorer, you know. He had double-double today.
Caleb had a double-double? Oh, my goodness. Good for him.
Obviously, shot wasn't really falling, but, not really too worried about that. I'm just, I care about winning.
That's great. No, hey, when Caleb's contributing in other ways, it really helps us.
Me being an energy giver, giving them my energy, giving them, praise and things like that, I feel like that just helps our team.
On Saturday, Caleb will show what else he can do when the Arizona Wildcats take on the Dayton Flyers. The 7-seeded Flyers came from down 17 to take out Nevada earlier today. I'll show you how they did it coming up later in sports. From the Delta Center in Salt Lake City, I'm Damian Alameda. Hey, Jack Cooper, how about those Arizona Wildcat women?
Damian, good evening. The Cats jumped out to an early lead, and they never looked back. It was a tough game. It was very physical, very defensive, just like we really expected it to be. If you joined us before the game, I told you that Arizona really needed to hold Auburn to under 66 points. They did just that. They actually did a little bit better. They held them to under 60. It was enough for them to get the win. It was the freshman Brea Cunningham early in the game with a quick 4 points, but she also picked up 2 quick fouls, and that's something that followed the Cats throughout the game. Cunningham, Isis Bay, and as Mary Martinez all had to deal with foul trouble, and it changed the way the Cats played.
You saw a shift in the third quarter. Because we had foul trouble, we had to go more passive on our on-balls, and then we gave up 20 points in the third quarter, and we had only give up 19 in the first 2 quarters.
This Elena Poyo jumper put the Cats up 10 midway through the second quarter, and the lead stayed double digits until late in the third quarter after this 3 by McKenna Eddings. This was Auburn's only 3 of the entire game. Now then, during the fourth quarter is when the senior Poyo took over, including this big shot to put the Cats up 7 and some emotion that we don't generally see from her.
So things started getting chippy, so when I seen Helena point at somebody, you get Helena mad, then I think it's over for you. Helena doesn't get mad, but you can tell when Helena has the ability to take over a game, so she do it. We just say good job.
Yeah, I don't really do that, and I don't mean it like in a bad way. I think it was just how the game was. That's it.
Auburn would get it down to as close as 5 points with just over 2 minutes remaining, but that's the last time they would score. The Cats would make some free throws, and Arizona would go on to win 69-59.
This is postseason. It's win or go home, and we stepped up to the plate, and I think we punched first, and we played a pretty good game, and I don't think we played our best. I think we can even play better.
Next up for Arizona is a date with Syracuse on Saturday. Tip-off for that game scheduled for 12:30 Arizona time. We'll continue to be here. We're going to be here again tomorrow. We're going to be talking to all the players and coaches getting ready for Syracuse, and then we'll be bringing you a live reaction during that game as well. But for now, reporting in Storrs, Connecticut, I'm Jack Cooper, 13 News.